Welcome back to my channel, my J2C Crypto Army. Just giving you guys a brief update today. There hasn't been a whole lot going on. You know, projects are still unrolling. They're getting going, but there's a little bit of news going on, and there's some bullish momentum for XLM, even though it's down from its 90 cents high or something like that. It's still some very bullish momentum here. And again, XLM is not worried about the price. They're worried about their foundation. The price comes later when everything else kind of falls into place and when they start using their marketing budget. But before I start, if you guys find my video helpful, I'd like for you guys to like and subscribe. Really helps me out. Does motivate me, supports me, keeps me going so that I could go find some more information for you guys. Have a little bit of news regarding XLM. Nothing major though, but I do want to let you guys know that you know, the pattern that we're seeing here is a cup and handle. So, you know, historically, cups and handles could usually go up, but it does, in this case, it usually goes down. I wouldn't be surprised if it bounces back up here a few times, but we are seeing a lot more buying pressure. Things are starting to come together for XLM. Little by little, this is going to just pop one day and become, you know, one of the top 10s in my opinion. For right now, I think it's in position 30. So I just wanted to go over a little bit of news that I have here because, you know, just to show you, there's really not a whole lot going on. There's articles left and right talking about, you know, the Ukraine, decentralized finance, you know, but the main thing I want to talk about is their focus here, right? And so in this article, they refer to the Stellar Development Foundation as SDF. Well, the CEO talks a lot about they're trying to build their system where it's scalable and it's secure and it's fast, right? They're not really concerned about a lot of these other big things that some of these other companies are doing. But the most interesting part about this article is actually the end here, right? It says, one thing is for certain, while many want to see XRP and XLM fight each other to the death for dominance over the cross-border remittance market, the path of the two cryptos diverged a long time ago. It's clear that Stellar is on its own voyage of its own. So again, you can't really compare Stellar to XRP. They're both utility crypto. Doesn't mean that XRP goes up, the XLM is going to go up. Doesn't mean that XLM goes up, XRP is going to go up. Most likely they do, just because of the psychology behind it. Most people think XLM and XRP are great, so they're going to buy both. So if you see a spike in one, you might see a spike in the other. But overall, you know, there's progress in the Ukraine. They're talking about using some kind of a cryptocurrency coin to use as their currency. Again, not a whole lot is out about that. There's very little information right now from what I've seen that is new. Everything else pretty much we have spoken about in previous videos. The other thing is they talk about the gains, right? Which again, you're seeing a lot of these articles come out, but when you read over everything, the biggest thing here that they always talk about, we're building our foundation. We're making sure that as we grow, we stay secure, we stay fast, and you know, we stay non-for-profit, and that they're scalable. So this, you're going to see this come across every single project that they come through. So you're going to start to see mass adoption. You're going to see use cases. You're going to see MoneyGram, Wire. They specifically talked about a few countries in one of these articles. I believe they were talking about Brazil being a target of focus. Some areas in Africa, United States, Canada, Mexico. I mean, that's a large portion in itself. They have a lot of projects going on with these countries. So certainly you can expect to see some more come out throughout this year. But they also talk about one thing here, and I believe it's in this article over here. They talked about the excitement of regulation clarity. So as regulation clarity come out, that's going to benefit XLM and XLM and XRP together at the same time because they're both doing the same things, right? XRP is battling it out in court, unfortunately for them. But when they come out victorious in this court case and regulation clarity comes out, they're going to be the two top winners. Specifically, the biggest winner is going to be XLM because they have been focused on this from day one. They built this knowing that regulation clarity was coming. They built this for the sole purpose of being transparent, being trusted, having usability, having scalability, reliability. I mean, everything you could think of. These guys have been on, top of their game since day one. They haven't spent much on their budgeting for marketing, so it's getting very close to the point where we're going to see some kind of movement here. But as of right now, XLM is kind of following the market trend, but we're literally just waiting on the first catalyst to bring us out of this bear run into a new bull run. But I had mentioned before, I had done a video in the past here where it was probably around here, and I said, reach the 30s, and I said, no, that XLM could drop. It could go from here. It could still drop. The trends were kind of pointing downward, and certainly it did. We had a nice downtrend, and we're kind of bouncing back. Kind of shows that our new levels around 18 cents. Right now it's kind of hitting a resistance right here, about 20 cents. But again, I'm not worried. You guys shouldn't be either. And I'm not financial advice. I'm not telling you to buy, sell, or hold. But me personally, my opinion is that you should, when it drops like this, it's time to accumulate. I grab more at a lower price. Again, I'm not chasing the highs. I'm buying the lows so that I'm always winning, no matter what. And there's another thing you guys ought to know about. Certain companies like Robinhood, right? They have a bunch of shorts in liquidation. Pretty much what they say is, if you put $1,000 into Robinhood to buy a cryptocurrency, perfect example, maybe Shiba Inu or some other cryptocurrency, you are allowed to borrow $1,000 from Robinhood. Now, the way that works is, if let's say you put your $1,000 plus you borrow $1,000 from Robinhood, you buy now $2,000 worth of cryptocurrency. Now let's say the price drops by 50%. Now you've lost your $1,000 that you put in, and the remaining amount is $1,000. Then what happens is Robinhood is going to say, selling your cryptocurrency, I'm liquidating your funds. So now you've lost not only your $1,000, but you've lost the other $1,000 that you borrowed, because they're saying you lost your money, you're not losing ours, we're taking ours. So now it causes a massive sell-off. So you're seeing a lot of people start, it starts to happen, and this causes some major dips in the system. So there's a lot going on around that. I still have a lot more research to do around these things, and I saw this article. If you follow my boy Keenan Grace, he talks a lot. He's very educated, very knowledgeable. I get a lot of information from this guy. So I'll link him in the description. But Keenan Grace, he does a great job. He's the one that I got this information regarding the sell-off, the liquidation, the forced liquidation of your assets. He posted a recent video either yesterday or the day before. But I'll link him in the description. I'll link his video so you can see what I'm talking about. But that can certainly be a factor as to why you see these massive sell-offs, right? You buy it at a certain price, it goes up, and then it drops below a certain price, and these companies force liquidate all your stuff because you borrowed from them. Anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed my content. Again, I'm sorry, it's nothing major. There's not a whole lot going on yet other than development of the current projects that we've already talked about. But as soon as something big comes out, I'll be right on here to tell you guys. All right, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on my next video.